is Boxing Tickets NI. We are here at the National Stadium. We're just completed a night of champions. Today I'll be joined by the reigning Irish welterweight champion, Senan Kelly. What a fight. I guess you'll probably give me your description of it, but sort of early round, sort of Deco was very competitive. Did you always know maybe down the stretch that's where he was going to tire and that's where you were going to take over?
Said it since the start, he's going to take the first 1, 2, 3 rounds and he'll be blown out his hole to do that, and then after that I'm going to take over. Like I said, that's what happened.
I'd sort of mentioned obviously during the week, I got Kev to do it for me because I was sitting watching in the house, but like you've had a strange sort of way, you know, you obviously had to box Matthew and obviously had to box Deco, you're two good mates with, like you could think of easier ways to win them bouts. Like it's hard for you sometimes to celebrate because you don't want to be disrespectful to two people you class as really good friends.
Yeah, 100%. It's hard fighting people you class as friends, but at the same time, I'm friends with everyone in the boxing community, you know. Freaking majority of them anyway now, so. Declan, I would class him as a friend. It was hard to get in there and box the ears off him. Like, you know, I'm just disrespectful. I didn't box the ears off, and that was a very close fight. But it was hard to get in there and, like, you know, box the kind of fight that I boxed. It was rough. It wasn't a boxing match. You know, it was a fight, and I always knew it was going to be a fight with Deco. If I get in there and box him, that could have been the opposite decision, you know, and that's what he wanted me to do. He wanted me to get in there and try and box him, but you don't box with a boxer. You fight with him. Same way you don't fight with a fighter, you box him. So I wasn't going to get into his game plan and stuck my own game plan, and it worked, you know.
I guess in some ways, obviously, that being Deco's last fight, I guess it's good when you can share the ring with someone that's a friend. Like, you take a lot from obviously fighting someone like Deco. What's a really good name in your record?
Yeah, it's a huge name, the biggest name that I have in my record so far. It's the toughest fight that I've had so far as well. That was an absolute war, and to be honest, it was a hard week for me, you know. I had a stomach bug all week, I'm on antibiotics still. Like stomach bug only cleared up. When that stomach bug cleared up on me, when did I stop getting sick? Thursday.
Was it her cooking?
No, it wasn't. It was actually his cooking. It was his. Cooked me a steak, he did.
Cooked you a steak and cooked you bad?
Yeah, well, I got a viral infection in my gut and just on the antibiotics, but I came around, thank God, because I had Jay fucking bricking me, dude. Didn't tell him until I think it was the day before the press conference and around that. I can't remember. Wednesday, yeah, I told him that I wasn't well. Got the antibiotics into me and came around, thank God.
I don't think you would have probably had a leg missing, you probably wouldn't have missed main event in the National Stadium, live all around the world in the zone. Like, something would have had to really went bad for you to be pulling out.
Well, that's the thing, no matter what, I was getting in the ring. That was it, when I told you that, like, although I'm sick, I'll be here, and I'm still going to win no matter what, and get in and done the job, you know.
I remember I think it was the first interview we done here in the stadium a couple of years ago. You were in the Elite show. You were sort of back from an injury and things like that. Like, what the last couple of years you've sort of had, you know, Celtic and Irish champion, you've now defended your belt at your wrong weight. For you now, is it back down to 140? Do you want to become a 2-weight Irish champion or just skip past that now and sort of try and get further?
You know what? Show me the money. That's what I want to do. I want to find a gaff of bills coming in my hole right now, so yeah, it's all well and good getting these belts, but we need money in the bank right now, so I'm going to sit down with my team, I'm going to look at all the different offers that came in, I'm going to look at all the different doors that this after opening. I'm going to decide what's best for me financially, career-wise, and we'll come up with a good plan to progress in the future. That's my plan.
I heard obviously during camp, obviously you were around doing the old school sort of thing, sort of going to shops, telling them who you were to get the sponsorship, and like that's how much this boxing is to you. Like, I said to Kira, 95% of boxers, you'd be lucky sometimes they'll even promote themselves in some way. Like, you're going back the old-fashioned way, but that's really how much you really want this sport.
I think a politician going around canvassing, I was putting bleeding posters and all the windows all over leagues up and on. You know, half the business in leagues wouldn't even put me poster up. So yeah.
It's their loss, isn't it? You know.
It is now, yeah. And all the ones that did put the poster up and they did help me get to where I am, I really am so thankful and so respectful. But the majority of them didn't. You know what I mean? I'm just a local boy trying to get on in life.
But Deco, sorry. Saying, when you look back, obviously in a couple of years' time, when some of these ones then try to leech and try to go, Deco, I'm a Deco again. I'm getting tired, and I've done too many. When you're European champion or things like that pushing on, they're going, can I sponsor you? Remember when you're in poster up in your shop, so you'll not forget them people that don't want to help to support you.
Genuinely, I only buy a bottle of Coke off from now on. That's it.
I'm sure you're enjoying obviously a couple of days relaxation. Like you've been thinking of Deco since the end of last year. Like you're good to get past that now.
Fucking dreaming about Deco. So yeah, it's been a lot in my mind over the past while. But to be honest, me and this man here, the creative fella, we bought gaffs on the same road. He's after getting his keys first, so probably gonna be just painting his gaff all this week. That's what it's looking like. Up in his, he has the week off work, gotta go up and just do a bit of work on his gaff. And
Bit of golf.
yeah, a bit of golf, bit of painting. You know yourself, bit of something, the other stuff, and we'll see what happens.
Could you not get a house at next door to each other and just knock down the wall and just have one big house?
No, we won't, I'd say the two girls, I don't have a problem with that.
But that'd be the ideal way, but I guess obviously it's probably going to devalue probably each house, but that'd be a good thing. Obviously you could all live in one house and then have the gym as the other.
Look, once we get the man cave, we don't mind. Poker room.
Well look, I'll leave you to it obviously because I know there's others looking to do interviews with you. Obviously congratulations on retaining your Irish title and we'll look forward to seeing you back at 140 very soon.
100% Mike, you know the plan.
Cheers Senan, thank you.
Thank you, buddy.